JP Hamilton from Namibia is P11. Melvin Gus from Namibia is P10. Jaco Wiz is first. Jaco Wiz improved is P1 with a 107.265. Ryan Rudick is provisional pole with a 107.195. Michel Rust is P7. Michel Rust improved is 5th with a 108.181. 0.986 off pole. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P10. Michel Rust from Namibia is 8th up 0.36. Best lap is a 108.181. 0.986 off pole. Michel Rust improved is 5th with a 107.526. 0.331 off pole. Mark Guy from South Africa is 6th. Danny van Rooyen is provisional pole with a 107.149. Pieter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is P11 up 0.89. Chris Foley from South Africa is 12th. Chris Foley improved is 12th with a 109.165. 2.016 off pole. Ryan Rudick from South Africa is P2 up 0.15. Pieter Gelden, who is his provisional pole with a 107.019. Michel Rust is P8. Michel Rust improved is P7 with a 107.340. 0.321 off pole. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Chris Foley is P12. Chris Foley improved is 12th with a 108.417. 1.398 off pole. Kevin Krause from South Africa is 14th up 18.45. Kevin Krause improved his P14 with a 1:14.231. 7.212 off pole. Jada Vilias from South Africa is P6. Ryan Ludick is P3. Melvin Gus is P9. Melvin Gus improved his P9 with a 1:07.582. 0.563 off pole. Jada Vilias is 6th up 0.24. JCW is 5th up 0.13. Jada Vilias is 6th up 0.28. JCW is P5. JCW improved his P3 with a 1:07.114. 0.095 off pole. Ryan Ludick is 4th up 0.24. Ryan Ludick is provisional pole with a 1:06.908. Michelle Rust is 6th up 0.12. Michelle Rust improved his 5th with a 1:07.140. 0.232 off pole. Ryan Ludick is provisional pole with a 1:06.837. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is 3rd. JP Hamilton is P11. Five minutes remaining in the session. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is 3rd up 0.15. JP Hamilton is P11. expressway. The wind speed is 12 km/h from the north-northeast. Ryan Ludik from South Africa is 5th. JCW from Namibia is P3. Mark Guy from South Africa is P7. Wayne Mitten is provisional pole with a 1:07.479. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is 3rd. Keegan Paxton is P5 up 0.10. Kevin Krause from South Africa is P8. Mark Guy is 3rd up 0.19. Danny van Rooyen is provisional pole with a 1:07.104. Ryan Ludik is provisional pole with a 1:06.883. Kevin Krause is P9 up 25.73. Kevin Krause improved his P9 with a 1:13.741. 6.858 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Kevin Krause improved his P10 with a 1:12.005. 5.122 off pole. South Africa is P10. Mark Guy exiting pits on mediums. JP Hamilton from Namibia is 11th. Danny Van Rooyen is second, 0.4 behind Ryan Ludick. JCW is third, 0.5 behind Danny Van Rooyen. JCW is 6th, 0.1 ahead of Melvingus. Wayne Mitten is P8, 0.3 behind JCW. Keegan Paxton is P9, 0.4 behind Wayne Mitten. Chris Foley is 10th, 0.3 behind Keegan Paxton. JCW is P3, 0.6 behind Danny Van Rooyen. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Michel Rust is P5, 0.4 behind Pieter Geldenhuis. JCW on lap 3 is P7, 0.4 behind Melvingus. JCW lost 10th to JP Hamilton. Michel Rust is 5th, 0.3 behind Pieter Geldenhuis. Melvingus is P7, 0.5 behind Keegan Paxton. Chris Foley is 10th, 0.4 behind JP Hamilton. Chris Foley is now 9th. Michel Rust is 5th, 0.5 behind Pieter Geldenhuis. Chris Foley is 9th, 0.3 behind JP Hamilton. Danny Van Rooyen is second, 0.3 behind Ryan Ludick. Michel Rust is P5, 0.3 behind Pieter Geldenhuis. Keegan Paxton is P10, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. Danny Van Rooyen is second, 0.5 behind Ryan Ludick. Michelle Rust on lap 6 is P5, 0.3 behind Pieter Geldenhuys. Keegan Paxton is 10th, 0.3 ahead of Jada Villiers. Jada Villiers from South Africa is 11th, 0.5 behind Keegan Paxton. Jada Villiers passed Keegan Paxton for 10th. Keegan Paxton on lap 6 is 11th, 0.4 behind Jada Villiers. JCW is P3, 0.3 behind Danny van Rooyen. Jada Villiers is P10, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. Jada Villiers was 1.0 faster last lap. Keegan Paxton is 11th, 0.5 behind Jada Villiers. JCW is P3. Chris Foley is P10, 0.3 ahead of Keegan Paxton. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Keegan Paxton is 11th, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. Keegan Paxton passed Chris Foley for 10th. Michelle Rust is 5th, 0.5 behind Pieter Geldenhuys. Keegan Paxton is 10th, 0.6 behind Jada Villiers. Michelle Rust from Namibia is P5, 0.6 behind Pieter Geldenhuys. JP Hamilton is 10th, 0.1 behind Keegan Paxton. Chris Foley is P11, 0.4 behind JP Hamilton. Pieter Geldenhuys on lap 9 is 5th, 0.3 behind Michelle Rust. Jada Villiers is 9th. Jada Villiers is now P8. Keegan Paxton is 10th, 0.3 behind JP Hamilton. Melvin Hus is P6, 0.3 behind Pieter Geldenhuys. Keegan Paxton is P10, 0.4 behind JP Hamilton. JP Hamilton was 1.0 faster last lap. Prior to Geldon, who is P5, 0.4 ahead of Melvingus. Melvingus is P6, 0.3 behind prior to Geldon, who is. Keegan Paxton is P10, 0.6 behind JP Hamilton. Kevin Krause entering the pits is P14. Melvingus on lap 11 is P6, 0.4 behind prior to Geldon, who is. Prior to Geldon, who is P5, 0.3 ahead of Melvingus. Melvingus is P6, 0.5 behind prior to Geldon, who is. Prior to Geldon, who is 5th, 0.4 ahead of Melvingus. Melvingus is 6th, 0.4 behind prior to Geldon, who is. JP Hamilton on lap 12 is P10 battling Keegan Paxton. JP Hamilton was 1.0 faster last lap. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Prior to Geldon, who is 5th, 0.2 behind Michel Rust. Melvingus from Namibia is P6, 0.6 behind prior to Geldon, who is. JP Hamilton is P10, 0.6 behind Keegan Paxton. Melvingus is P6, 0.4 behind prior to Geldon, who is. JP Hamilton is 10th, 0.4 behind Keegan Paxton. Melvingus on lap 13 is P6, 0.3 behind prior to Geldon, who is. Kevin Krause exiting pits. Prior to Geldon, who is P5, 0.3 ahead of Melvingus. Melvingus is 6th, 0.1 behind prior to Geldon, who is. JP Hamilton is P10, 0.7 behind Keegan Paxton. Melvin Gus is P6, 0.1 behind Pieter Gelden, who is. Melvin Gus passed Pieter Gelden, who is for 5th. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is P6, 0.2 behind Melvin Gus. JP Hamilton is P10, 0.5 behind Keegan Paxton. Wayne Mitten is 6th, 0.4 behind Melvin Gus. JP Hamilton on lap 15 is 10th, 0.5 behind Keegan Paxton. Wayne Mitten is 6th, 0.1 behind Melvin Gus. Pieter Gelden, who is P7, 0.3 behind Wayne Mitten. Wayne Mitten was 4.7 faster last lap. JP Hamilton is 10th, 0.4 behind Keegan Paxton. Pieter Gelden, who is 7th, 0.5 behind Wayne Mitten. Jada Villiers is 8th, 0.4 behind Pieter Gelden, who is. Wayne Mitten is P6, 0.3 behind Melvin Gus. Pieter Gelden, who is 7th. Best lap is a 1:07.270. 0.461 off the fastest lap. Wayne Mitten is 6th, 0.5 ahead of Pieter Gelden, who is. Pieter Gelden, who is on lap 17, is P8, 0.3 behind Jada Villiers. JP Hamilton is P10, 0.3 behind Keegan Paxton. Jada Villiers is P7, 0.5 behind Wayne Mitten. The leader has just finished the race. Ryan Ludick finished first. Danny van Rooyen finished P2. Jaco Wies finished third. Chantel de Jager finished 13th. Michelle Rust finished P4. Melvin Gus finished P5. Wayne Mitten finished 6th. Jada Villiers finished 7th. Pieter Gelden, who is finished P8. Keegan Paxton finished P9. JP Hamilton finished P10. Chris Foley finished P11. Mark Guy from South Africa finished P12. Jagger from Namibia is P1. Race start. Michelle Rust from Namibia is P8. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is 9th. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is 10th. Ryan Ludick from South Africa is P11. Ryan Ludick is now 10th. Pieter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is 3rd, 0.3 ahead of Keegan Paxton. Melvin Gus from Namibia is 4th, battling Pieter Gelden, who is Pieter Gelden, who is on lap 2, is P5, 0.2 behind Melvin Gus. Wayne Mitten is P6, 0.1 behind Pieter Gelden, who is Danny van Rooyen is P7, 0.1 behind Wayne Mitten. Danny van Rooyen passed Wayne Mitten for P6. Wayne Mitten is 8th, battling JCW. Wayne Mitten is now 8th. Chantal de Jager is 11th. Chantal de Jager passed JCW for P10. 15 minutes remaining in the session. JCW from Namibia is P11, 0.2 behind Chantal de Jager. JCW passed Chantal de Jager for P10. Chantal de Jager is P11, 0.5 behind JCW. Melvin Gus from Namibia is P4, 0.4 ahead of Pieter Gelden, who is Pieter Gelden, who is P5. Best lap is a 1:07.723. 0.709 off the fastest lap. Ryan Ludick is 7th, 0.2 behind Danny van Rooyen. Keegan Paxton is P3, 0.5 behind Chris Foley. Melvin Gus is P5, 0.2 ahead of Danny van Rooyen. Danny van Rooyen is 6th, 0.3 ahead of Ryan Ludick. Ryan Ludick on lap 5 is P7, 0.3 behind Danny van Rooyen. Ryan Ludick was 0.7 faster last lap. Keegan Paxton is third, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. To Geldon, who is his fourth, 0.3 ahead of Melvin Gus. Keegan Paxton on lap 6 is P4, 0.2 ahead of Melvin Gus. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P6, 0.2 ahead of Ryan Ludick. Ryan Ludick is P7. Best lap is a 1:07.443. 0.429 off the fastest lap. Ryan Ludick passed Danny van Rooyen for P6. Keegan Paxton is 7th. Keegan Paxton lost 8th to JCW. Ryan Ludick is 5th, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. Melvin Gus is P6, 0.3 behind Ryan Ludick. Ryan Ludick was 1.0 faster last lap. Jada Villiers from South Africa is 7th, 0.5 behind Melvin Gus. Wayne Mitten is P12, 0.4 behind Chantel de Jager. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is third, 0.3 behind Pieter Geldon, who is 10 minutes remaining in the session. Ryan Ludick is P5, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. Melvin Gus from Namibia is P6, 0.2 ahead of Jada Villiers. Jada Villiers is 7th, 0.1 behind Melvin Gus. Wayne Mitten on lap 8 is 12th, 0.3 behind Chantel de Jager. Pieter Geldon, who is his third, 0.5 behind Danny van Rooyen. Chris Foley from South Africa is P5, 0.3 behind Ryan Ludick. Melvin Gus is P6, 0.4 behind Chris Foley. JCW is 8th, 0.2 behind Jada Villiers. Wayne Mitten is 12th, 0.5 behind Chantel de Jager. Ryan Rudick on lap 10 is 4th, 0.4 behind Pieter Geldenhuys. Melvin Gus is P6, 0.1 behind Chris Foley. Jada Villiers is 7th, 0.1 behind Melvin Gus. Jada Villiers is now P9. Pieter Geldenhuys is P4, 0.2 behind Ryan Rudick. JCW is 6th, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. JCW passed Chris Foley for 5th. Chris Foley is P6, 0.2 behind JCW. Jada Villiers is P10, 0.3 behind Michelle Rust. Kevin Krause entering the pits is P13. Wayne Mitten is P12. Jada Villiers is 10th, 0.4 behind Michelle Rust. Michelle Rust was 7.9 faster last lap. Kevin Krause exiting pits. Wayne Mitten is P12, 0.5 behind Chantel de Jager. Keegan Paxton is P7, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Wayne Mitten is P12, 0.6 behind Chantel de Jager. Keegan Paxton is P7, 0.4 behind Chris Foley. Chantel de Jager is 12th. Best lap is a 1:08.711. 1.869 off the fastest lap. Keegan Paxton is 7th, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. Jada Villiers is P10. Best lap is a 1:07.260. 0.418 off the fastest lap. Keegan Paxton is 7th, 0.3 behind Chris Foley. Melvin Gus is P8, 0.6 behind Keegan Paxton. Chris Foley is P7, 0.1 behind Keegan Paxton. Chris Foley lost P7 to Melvin Gus. Melvin Gus on lap 14 is 7th, 0.1 ahead of Chris Foley. Melvin Gus was 1.4 faster last lap. Chris Foley on lap 14 is 8th, 0.2 behind Melvin Gus. Melvin Gus was 1.4 faster last lap. Melvin Gus on lap 14 is P7, 0.4 behind Keegan Paxton. Chantal de Jager is P12, 0.4 behind Wayne Mitten. Wayne Mitten was 1.4 faster last lap. Chantal de Jager passed Wayne Mitten for P11. Jaco is 5th, 0.4 behind Pieter Geldenhuis. Melvin Gus is 9th, 0.8 behind Jada Villiers. Melvin Gus lost P9 to Keegan Paxton. Melvin Gus entering the pits is 2nd. Jaco is P6. Jaco is now P5. Michelle Rust is 7th. Jada Villiers is 8th, 0.4 behind Michelle Rust. Jada Villiers was 0.6 faster last lap. Chantal de Jager is P12, 0.4 behind Wayne Mitten. Jaco is 5th, 0.2 behind Pieter Geldenhuis. Chris Foley is 7th, 0.2 ahead of Jada Villiers. Jada Villiers is 8th, 0.3 behind Chris Foley. The leader has just finished the race. Mark Guy from South Africa finished P1. Danny van Rooyen finished 2nd. Ryan Ludick finished P3. Pieter Geldenhuis finished P4. Jaco is finished P5. Wayne Mitten finished 10th. Michelle Rust finished 6th. Chris Foley finished 7th. Jada Villiers finished P8. Keegan Paxton finished P9. Chantal de Jager finished 11th.